Hey friends, we are chilling in the mudroom today. We're going to declutter in here. I know that I have orphaned mittens and gloves that I need to get rid of. We definitely have some coats the kids have outgrown that we need to just donate so other people can use them before the zippers get wrecked or something like that, right? So I'm going to try to be ruthless. I'm going to try my best to just let things go. I'm going to shoot for 50 items. If you're new here, my name is Jerry Hagee. I live in Southern Alberta, and this month I've been doing a decluttering challenge. I'm calling it my March Decluttering Madness series. And we started in the bathroom, cleaning out bathroom drawers. We did a kid's room, we did the playroom, the kitchen, the office, and now we're here in the mudroom. And then next we'll be doing the garage, which is super exciting. It's going to be a long one. And so if you would like to stick around, then subscribe so that you don't miss anything. Okay, so I asked my husband to pick up light bulbs for this little guy. Now, they have halogen light bulbs right now that get super hot. So I asked him to pick up LEDs. And then those will be nice and bright and they won't get as hot when the light is on in here. And then cleaning in here will be a little more pleasant. So I'm just getting started by cleaning all the shoes off the floor and out of the closet. I'm going to lay them all out, see what we have, and see what we actually need to keep. It always surprises me how many shoes we have. Like, I don't think in my head that we have that many, but we really have probably 5, maybe even 6 or 7 pairs per person. And it just starts to add up. We live on a farm, so yes, my daughter does need 2 little pairs of boots and cowgirl boots, because who doesn't love those? So here I'm just trying to organize what we actually use and don't use so that we can kind of figure things out. And my husband got the LED lights, so it's super nice and bright in the mudroom now, and so I'm going to clean out the cubbies where the shoes belong, so I can bring back in the shoes that we actually want to keep and we actually use. Like I was saying before, my younger 2 especially are outgrowing shoes at a rapid pace. And so I know there's some there that they don't wear anymore and stuff, and so I've got already a pile of shoes ready to donate. Look at those lights, you guys. Okay, I'm obsessed. Why didn't I do that sooner? But LEDs are kind of expensive, but still, it won't get as hot in here. I'm super excited. Okay, the floor's sticky. I'm gonna have to mop. Gross. Okay, so I had some of the family members go through the shoes, so I'm gonna put them back into the closet here. I've got my shelf that I still need to clean off, but these are the ones I got all cleaned off and I vacuumed so that they're clean and ready for shoes. So I'm gonna put shoes back on here, and then I want to clean the rest of the floor up and vacuum up the floor. So let's go. So our family of 6 consists of my husband, who has the top cubby, my oldest son, who is very tall as well, and he gets the second cubby. I have the 3rd cubby there, and then my oldest daughter has the 4th cubby, and then the younger 2 have the lower ones. Although for going by height, then eventually I might get bumped down to the bottom, you guys, because my husband's 6'6", so all of my kids have a good chance of growing taller than me at the very least. And my oldest daughter is taller than me now, so technically I should like honorarily bump her up in the system. I just thought of that. That was kind of funny. So my friend, Sally D. Reality, and I were talking about how sometimes it's really hard to go through and declutter your own spaces, and just kind of like why that is. And so she asked me if I had any suggestions, and I did. I had a couple suggestions, and one is just that it's our stuff, so we have a lot more emotional connection to it. Like, like when we've created something or we've bought something, we take ownership of it a little bit. And so in our minds, we're like, oh, that's mine. And we just feel more possessive about it. Anyways, there's more guilt around it. There's more shame as well if it's something that we kind of failed to do or didn't quite do to the standard that we wanted to. Or in terms of clothing and shoes, it could be something that we bought with the intention of wearing it, but maybe it never really fit us right, and so we just never really wore it, but we still feel like I want to wear it or whatever reason, but we know that we won't. All that to be said that sometimes decluttering your stuff is hard. It's harder than decluttering, say, your kids' stuff or whatever. So my suggestion is to get a little help. It could be that you have a friend or a family member who is nearby who can come help you do that. They could actually be the one in the room saying yes or no to things. Do you know what I mean? You could kind of give them permission to veto stuff for you because you just have like a bit of a blurred vision around your own stuff. So sometimes that's helpful. The other thing you could do is take before and after photos. So you could take a before photo, send it to a friend and say, okay, hold me accountable. I'm going to clean this up. And then take an after photo afterwards and send it. And they could, give you the encouragement that you need and help you celebrate that win. That can be very motivating for some people. And that is essentially what I'm doing here on YouTube, you guys. This has been super motivating for me to film myself cleaning stuff and just having to be accountable. Like, okay, I'm going to make a video about this, and so I need to follow through in the best way that I can. And have I found things? Oh my gosh, look at me finding things. There was like a half-eaten chocolate bar. I'm sorry, I was distracted. Have I found things that I have taken back out of my donation pile? Yes, I'm not going to deny that. There was a disgusting hat. But it's been very rare and it's been very few items. All right, we're moving right along. I am going to go through these totes now. They have their gloves and stuff in them. And so then that way we can see what we actually have and I can start sorting out the orphans. And then I can just trash the orphans. Or donate. I don't know. You guys, should I donate orphan gloves? You technically still use them. I don't know. So that might be a question I have to ask the donation center or something. I don't know. Let's talk about my intention here for my home and for decluttering. So I want to come home after a long day at work, walk through my front door, and feel a wave of calm and contentment sweep over me. I want my home to be my sanctuary and my family's sanctuary, and that is why I am trying to simplify and declutter things from out of my life. And I found this quote on Pinterest from McQuillan Smith that is your home just another place of unmet expectations, to-do lists, and exhaustion? Or is your home a haven, the safest place on earth, a place to come back to, a place to heal, a place to create, a place to rest and simply be? You get to decide. So I'm constantly reminding myself this is my home. I get to make decisions. I pay for this home. Well, my husband and I. But other than the people that live here with me, I don't need to ask for permission from somebody else to let something go. The other thing that I'm really trying hard to do is to actually donate good stuff. So I was struggling with the mitten thing because some of the mittens are actually in decent condition. They're just missing their partner. So I did donate them, but aside from that, I was also looking for things that were in good condition that we had just outgrown or that the kids didn't really wear very much. And I did keep too much already. Like, their little boxes are stuffed full of things. And part of that is because we live in a very wintry climate. And so we need to have spares. They go out multiple times a day during the winter. And so I can't just have one pair of gloves for each of them. It's got to be like at least two. So the other pair could dry while they are outside with the new pair. But I am the curator of my life. I get to slowly cut these things out until I'm left with what I love, what we actually use, what's necessary, and what makes us happy. That is what I'm trying to do. And I'm sure many of you are on a similar journey, or you have been on a similar journey before. I also just wanted to mention that I haven't been decluttering straight through. Well, okay, I've been doing actually decently, but since December when I started my first decluttering challenge, I cannot speak, I'm sorry. Since December, when I first started my decluttering challenge, I haven't been decluttering every day, even though it would be useful for sure, but there's just life gets in the way. So I've been taking it in seasons. I decluttered in December, and now it's March. I'm focusing on decluttering here in March. So I'm trying to just focus on a little bit every season and a little bit of different areas. This way, I don't get burned out from decluttering because it is a very emotionally taxing activity. At least for me, it is. So part of my message here is just to take it easy, take it in your own time. It will eventually get done if you just keep chipping away at it. Kind of like an ice sculpture, you're just trying to create something, and it takes time. Okay, we're moving right along. Whoa, frizzy hair, don't care. There we go, you guys. By the end of this video, my hair will be like falling out. Okay, I'm gonna put coats back up here. I realized I had to move them so I can get the rest of the gloves, and then I can finish the gloves and stuff that are on the floor. So, let's go. Okay, I was gonna hang up more, but I realized they're all outside with their coats on, so that's perfect. They can put them here when they get back. I'm starting to think that I must have some form of ADHD. And I think maybe that's a cultural thing, just that like we're so distracted all the time by all the things, and also just the fact that there is just a lot in front of me. But yeah, so this happens quite often where I start something and then I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go back and actually do this thing first. And anyways, I'm just going with the flow here, just rolling with the punches. And then my brain, every time I think of like rolling with something, I think of the Clueless film from the 90s where they were singing "Rolling with the Homies." That is very typical of my brain too, to just like give me song lyrics for weird little cliche things. If that's you as well, please give me a comment that you also sing song lyrics randomly throughout the day, to the point where your coworkers now are just used to it and they just kind of giggle at you. So see, not ADHD at all, just totally distracted by all the things. Okay, let's talk about another quote here. The space in which we live should be for the person we are becoming now, not for the person we were in the past. That's a Marie Kondo quote. And as I'm sorting stuff for my kids, this is also something for me to think about them. They are becoming new little people, and they need different things than what they needed in the past. They outgrow things so fast, and also they just prefer different things, and I am trying to give them the space to let go of their things as well, because I want them to learn at a young age how to declutter. So I'm trying not to hold on to things unnecessarily. A little concerned about somebody walking in the store and hitting me, but that's okay. Okay, so I am at least, I had 30 in the black garbage bag before, and I just had 34 gloves and mittens, and so that's 64 so far. So I did hit my 50 mark, but I've also have other garbage and more donations on top of the black garbage bag. I still have to count out. I just haven't done it yet. We are doing work gloves, so I just need to see what we got. And we probably don't need to keep them all. Probably be a good thing to donate too, really. Work gloves. So I might just these ones look very stretched out. Let's see. That's not the same work glove. It's kind of like a puzzle sometimes, what decluttering is. This one's kind of stiff. Must have gotten wet. My son's been using these for chores, so that's those kind. This is yard gloves that he was using back in his box. It's a nice glove. It's my size. I don't know if I have another one though. That's the other problem, is they've just been put into a box, kind of assuming that, oh well, it's close enough sort of thing. It's another match. I want to remind myself that even though they're matching, doesn't mean I need to keep them. More reason to donate sometimes. These are decent gloves. Maybe my little, all right. They're not really my favorite kind of gloves. Hi guys. Okay, small ones. Ooh, these are my size. I get excited. I actually like wearing gloves. I think it's nice to have gloves. These ones look like they would fit somebody's. Put them over here. These ones are massage. This is not the same glove. I think they're about the same size, but it's not the same gloves. This one? No, he's a different color too. He has a hole in him. Let's throw him away. Garbage. I just wanted to sit you guys here so we could talk. Sometimes it's kind of fun. Nobody's in the house right at the moment, so. Little kid gloves. I like wearing these ones outside, even though they're a little big on me, but there's only one here, so I think that's kind of it. This one is ginormous. Decent glove, but don't know where the matches are. That one's good. Oh, I don't want to get rid of this one because this one is really nice. Let's see if I can find a match. I might be out of luck, but oh well. You know, maybe that's just something I can ask for Christmas. I want some sweet gloves for mom. All right, let's put these away. That is a great decluttering tip, you guys. If you are going through stuff and you find something that you actually really like, really love, that's part of curating your stuff. So it doesn't mean that you have to keep that thing, especially if it's just a single glove or, you know, something that doesn't fit or whatever. You can be like, I really loved this in the past. I like the way it looked on me. I actually used it. Perfect. Add that to your wish list. Put a notes app. Put a note in your notes app and make it your wish list and add to it the things that you really want or your kids really need or want. And then that way when the holidays come and you're like, I don't know what to buy anybody, this is my problem in life usually, then you have a whole curated list of things that you actually want and you actually need. Okay, my last step is just to go through these coats and to see if there's anything here I can donate, because for sure there is. Let's see. Where's that? Okay. So this one, a coat that I loved for a long time, but it does not fit me. It's too small, which makes me sad. But somebody else can get good use out of it. So there's one. This is just a sweater I wear sometimes. This guy can go. Weird size to put a coat. Keeping that guy. I think this guy can go. It's kind of nice because it's a little bit lined, so it's not super warm, but well, I don't know. That one we were hanging on to. Okay. Got these little snow pants, but I think they're starting to get too small for my little one, so I'm going to donate those. Oh yeah, this guy can be donated. This guy is going to go up here for now. Got some sweaters for my little dude that I need to hang up. This coat was quite big. And my youngest son, I don't want to get rid of it because my youngest son might fit into it soon, so I'll put it up now. He is growing like a weed, you know, he's like almost taller than me. This guy's too small for me too. Hate that. Those guys I'm gonna keep. These guys, my little one, they fit my little one still. And this is a coat. Pretty sure it's too small. I think I was hanging on to it to give all the coats away at the same time. I just forgot about it. Okay, those are the same size. Couple of little sweaters. I'll have to see if those fit her or not. And the little snow pants. Those look like they'll still fit her. What size are they? Size 3. 3. She is 4, but she's kind of a short little lady. So maybe I might not need those. Okay. Not this guy, but it is good until when? Weight. Where's the weight? 30 to 60. Actually, that's the perfect size for her right now, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay. This bag can probably go. Let's see. There's the hat for that coat. Put that on there. Okay, what do we got? Got a sweater. We got coats. Does my husband need both of these? Probably not. Could probably donate his older one. This guy hasn't been worn. I always like to keep a little bit of my processing, the decluttering and stuff in the video because, you know, it's totally normal to kind of like talk to yourself, figure out what actually works and who's wearing what and all that kind of stuff. And so I just think it's valuable for you to hear if you're in a decluttering process that like, oh, I should just know right off the bat. And like, no, it takes some time. You have to kind of think about it and look at things. So now we are coming near the end. I still got piles of things here, but I'm going to start counting out donations so that I can keep track of what I have and also just get them into the bag so that they can be taken to the donation center. I forgot my words. So I had to get rid of a few of my own coats here. Some things that just did not fit right. Like this coat was a boy's size coat that I could wear, but like it would have been too small in the arms for my son. Anyways, it was just like a really awkward little red coat. And then these are the ones that I have just had piling up here on this other bag. So I'm just getting another bag, tossing the other ones in there, and just keeping track as I go, because if I didn't do this, then I totally forget. In fact, I've done my garage video already, and I was not as good about counting things out and keeping track. So I'm going to have to count as I go through the video and try to figure out like, how many donations did I have or whatever. That'll be fun. So 4 plus 7 is 11. Some gloves. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 more gloves. Put them in the glove bag. Oh, you guys were like killing it today. All right. Oh, here's another one that can go in there. I was pretty pumped, you guys. I was like doing way better than I thought I was going to do. You know, I set that goal at 50, but blew past that. And so I was super excited that I was like getting things accomplished, and it just felt very motivating and just very liberating, you know. Lots of these things are still good, could still use them. And that felt good too, to be like, I can donate this stuff, and even though like we could still use it, someone else can actually get some good use out of it. So I was excited about that. 8 hats. And then for garbage, 14 garbage things. Look at all that stuff, you guys. You guys, 156 things total. Whoop whoop. Can you believe it? 156 things. I can't believe it. Oh man, my hair's crazy. I went outside for a second. It's windy. Okay. 156, you guys, I did great. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat myself on the back because that was amazing. I didn't think I'd be able to get rid of that much, but this is gonna make keeping the mudroom cleaner so much easier, and it'll bless other people's lives because some of those coats are really good condition. Some of the gloves are great. You know, some of it's not as good, and I don't know. I have a hard time with that sometimes. I'm like, it's still good enough that I would use it. So would somebody else use it? Maybe. I don't know. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and donate them. Whatever they do with them is up to them, you know. Have a little peek in you guys' mudroom. Do you have some old coats or some old shoes that can go? Maybe you can do a little decluttering today or this weekend, or whenever you have a free moment. Remember, it doesn't take very long. You don't have to spend all day cleaning your mudroom like I did. Just quick little glance through, poke through things, and see what you come up with. All right, let's do a quick little tidy up here, and I'll do a little reveal to see how things look now. So here's the before and the after. Things looking a little more streamlined, a fewer coats, and before on the other side of the room, and after way less shoes over here. So that looks awesome, but that doesn't stay that way ever. And then here is the donations that I have, all of the little bags. Thank you guys so much for joining me today as I decluttered the mudroom. Next week on Friday, we are decluttering the garage. That's my next video, and it's going to be good. It's going to be a long one, but it's going to be good. Here's where I'm at with my decluttering total. Isn't that awesome, you guys? I'm super excited. I didn't say the number because I don't know it off the top of my head. But it's super awesome. I'm excited. This challenge is going swimmingly well. I've been feeling like a little bit tired from it, but I've been doing really good, I think. And not just like me, myself, I think, but just, you know, I think the more you declutter, the easier it gets. And so just remember that everybody does it in their own pace, their own time. Everybody has different things in their homes. Like right now I got kids from the ages of 4 to 20. You know, like we are in all age groups right now. So I just have to keep things for everybody, you know, a little bit, and that's okay. But that just means that as my youngest grows out of things, you guys, I'm super excited because I haven't I've gotten rid of some like little kid baby things before, but now that she's growing up and it's like, oh, this is definitive. Like the only thing I'm keeping is stuff that I'd want as like a grandma. And even then I'm going to keep it really slim, simplified. So I get to like just let that stuff go. Someone else can use it and be blessed by it. If you guys like this video and you found it helpful, please give it a good like, subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. In April, we're going to be doing a little spring cleaning challenge thing. It's going to be fun. I'm going to try to do a bunch of videos. I'm going to try and do like a bunch of short videos and just kind of see how it goes, and then maybe like compile them into a longer one. I'm not really sure yet how I'm going to play it out, but there's going to be spring cleaning videos coming up, just short little challenges for myself. And then in May, we're doing an office makeover, which I'm super excited about. If you guys catch the last video, it was my office video, and you know, it's a hot mess in there still, but I started pulling things out, and actually let me show you what it looks like at the moment. Okay, it's not really that much cleaner, but we got rid of the big shelf that was in the middle here. We took it downstairs to use for a bookshelf, and I've got a desk that I ordered in has come, so I'm excited about that. This black desk is moving over there. And that is what is happening in May, the videos for May. So subscribe so you don't miss all that fun action, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!